Hey guys, it's your girl Aisha, aka Geek XX Chic, and we are back with another episode of Dr. Stone on season 2. We're now to episode 2, which is called Hotline. I was about to quote a Drake song, but I feel like that's just asking for a battle these days. If you know, you know. Anyways, the season premiere. We had the Stone Wars beginning. We basically got a little bit of a recap of what happened in the last season, but also we have our camp in Senku's kingdom getting prepared with what they're going to need to go into this battle, which is rations, as well as getting a lot of other supplies set up because they basically want to be prepared to make the strike on Tsukasa's camp as soon as possible. We see that they also had to create a distraction because, of course, Tsukasa has sentries watching the village to make sure if any movement or anything crazy happens that they can report back. So they created a distraction so that the little pink jumping bean there would be able to see that and possibly keep her attention away. Lots of things underway, ready to jump into this episode. So let's do that. Just before I do though, you know the drill. If you'd like to be notified of when I do uploads and just be in the know, join the fam, please go ahead, hit that subscribe button and that notification bell so you can be part of the know. All right, that out of the way, guys, let's get into the episode right now. Like your lives depended on it. Oh, I don't know. That's the whole point of the element of surprise. Can we take a breath? Oh, there she went. I knew it. My girl's like, you embarrassed me last time we fought. I'm going to show you exactly how limber I can be too. She is, but that girl is pretty impressive too, like full-on gymnast. Hi there, friend. Let's fight. Oh, another katana, sis. Okay, it's serious. Okay, the spin though. Wait, where did you get those shoes? I told you she was a gymnast. Oh, you're getting all hoity-toity now, huh? I think her stamina might actually beat yours, though. Y'all, none of you are going to be able to catch her. Forget it. Oh, what do we have here? Science? I'm very, very curious. Scoop your eyes out. That's a bit extreme. See how well you're able to bounce around if you can't see, girl. Oh, that's gonna hit Kohaku too. He is a wimp. You better help him immediately. Yeah, he really has no interest in you whatsoever. But all the same, that doesn't mean you shouldn't touch her inappropriately. I was about to say, y'all, you needed to help him. I don't know why y'all waited. Yeah, we get it. You know our names. What else do you have, girl? Please. Yeah, y'all shouldn't have come at the same time. You dummies let her get away. Yeah, because I don't know why y'all left Senku alone. That's so, okay, that was just a dumb move. But I guess we needed plot. I'm just really curious, with Senku being as smart as he is, that he wouldn't have thought of a way. Like, he thought of a way to, like, distract her, but he didn't think of a way of tying her up. And what's that now? That's a blue light, but what is that? You just want to know where Kako is going? Black light, baby! I'm for a little violence. Do it! Not yet. First time for everything. Joking. Well, if you say you will, you will. Be decisive. What part of stealth, bro? Do you not understand? Chrome, the only person who have the other one is Senku. It's fine. A warning.
見つかっちゃったのよ、ホムラちゃんに。鬼ごっこがいきなり挟み撃ちに変わる。
Pincer.
それが情報戦だ。
Can be helpful if it's used right.
電話機使えねえから文字通信してんだよ。言ってみりゃこういうことだね。いや、さっぱりイメージ。
He's like, what is Morse code? Can you just like break it down for us like we're 5?
千載一遇。偽物。なぜ
Hi!
すり替えマジック。
Damn, they said fall, bitch.
取れない。受け身。
Oh well, maybe you should learn not to just follow people blindly, dummy. Oh, jeez, those hands came very close to a very sensitive place. That's not going to attract attention. Hold on tight for the love of God, please, sis. They have a long-ass way to go, huh? How did Gen make this trip every single time? Oh, I forgot. They actually had to walk around to lose more. Never mind. I mean, if. Wow, he's numbered them in the order he's gonna like. Yeah, he's not gonna sit on his laurels either, guys. Because they're people and they don't deserve to die like that. He's not wrong, sadly. Kinda have to be. Sukasa's gonna take people out. He don't give a damn. It's true. They're just there. That's the way it's supposed to be. Taking life is wrong. Even if you understand why people are doing it, it's still wrong. Exactly. Get that hotline going, baby. Well, for him, they're just stone statues that have been there his whole life. He doesn't know what happened. Jesus, pay attention. Right? Like, no grave just in the middle of nowhere just suddenly starts to grow sticks. Wow, well, at least that made them move fast. Yeah, let's wait. Shut up. So what, we got Daredevil here? Very true. The faith you have in them. They would have been fine if Magma wasn't there. Don't cry. We should have known. Quickly, we have all the time in the world here, Taj. Let's go. Why are you screaming? Aw. Thought Senku being just a little moved. Just a little bit. Aww. I think between hearing his dad's voice and this, it's a little much even for Senku. My boy's getting sentimental on us. He's getting sentimental. All right, guys. Well, that was Hotline, and we finally have established contact. We made it happen. I don't know how. I'm still feeling like this feels very flimsy. For a plan, it's still feeling a bit flimsy for my liking, but we're just gonna go with it. We need a little bit of plot. We need a little bit of, a little bit of action, a little bit of mystery. Sorry, what's the word I'm looking for? A little bit of a mystery as far as what might happen. So I really like, though, this episode, the way that they showed how communication is so very instrumental in war here, because we have Kimura, right, who had the advantage for the most part in this episode because she's got that athleticism that no one can match, and it allows her to be in the trees and move around in places that the average person just can't keep up with her. And even though they were able to subdue her initially, they weren't able to even keep her because she was so flexible. Although, I mean, like I said, this is Senku. They should have known that that man could not hold nobody down, especially an athlete. But digressing, between Senku being smart enough to put a marker on her so they knew where she headed, to using the phone to let the guys know, oh, by the way, she's on to you, so don't go where you're going, and let's basically put her into a trap. That was just amazing. And it shows that you don't need to have a lot of force. I mean, we saw that, Kohaku said like she could try to use force, like especially if it came to a one-on-one fight, but it didn't need to come down to that because Senku really doesn't want anyone to get hurt here. He realizes that this war is stupid. It doesn't need to happen, and it's really being spearheaded by a very small group of Neanderthals, quite frankly, who are just trying to force their will on everyone. So I really liked that. And I also like the conversations that are being had about the repercussions of going into a war or a battle. Like, what's going to happen? Are people willing to take lives? Is it the right thing? Can we do it? And we saw that Kohaku had that question first when it came to, if it comes down to it, do I have to take out Homura? Because she's like, I can't keep up with her athleticism, but I have the sword skills. Like, she can't keep up with me when it comes to my ability to hurt her. So she's like, if I get the opportunity to end it, should I do it? And I like that Senku didn't tell her no, because it's really not his call to tell someone what to do in that regard. Like, that should be their own moral compass to know they shouldn't. But also, he knows that this is also a war and that they're trying to protect themselves, their village. So he can't really impose his morality on them based on what he feels when they are in a completely different position and also in a completely different world. So I really like that instead of him saying, yeah, no, you can't do that, that's wrong, blah, 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 even though it is, he just said, have you ever killed anyone before? Like, have you ever done that? Do you know what it's like to take a human life? And she was like, no, like, I don't. Like, and she's like, I feel like I'm going to definitely hesitate. And he was kind of like, yeah, well, he's like, hopefully we're going to put a plan in place where we don't even have to do that ideally. But in the end, just, he said without saying, like, think about that. Think about the fact that it's not easy to do, because that's the way you're supposed to feel. That is the human way to handle it. No one should be okay with taking human life. As soon as you're able to do that or do it easily, that's usually the indication of things going very, very wrong for you. So anyway, I like that it started with her, and then on the other side of things, we saw when the boys showed up at Tsukasa's camp, and they see all the statues that Tsukasa is planning to revive. And Magma has a not so dumb idea. He's like, well, if these are the people he's planning on reviving in the next little while, we could just destroy all these. I mean, then they don't have anyone to revive. Like, it's the end of it. At least that's going to slow him down in that regard. But again, for Chrome, it was very much an on the fence situation. Gen was the real one that would have the moral issue with this because he knew some of these people. He knows that there are people. He's someone who actually got revived. So he knows what it is to be trapped in there and to have the hope or the opportunity of being revived. And so you see that he understands what Magma's logic in this case and that it actually makes sense from a strictly military tactical perspective. But from a humanitarian side, he just couldn't let it happen. He's like, and the flashback that he got of the guy that he was going to hit first, it was one of his fellow students. So he was like, this is a real person. Am I really okay with a real person being taken out like this? Even though they had nothing to do with this, they're not even conscious of what's going on. And they are being forced into this situation, just like he was. So anyways, in the end, he kind of stops and he says, we as humans, we logically might understand why it makes sense to do this, but when it comes down to it, it's not an easy thing to do. I like that they have those deep moral questions because it's a very real thing they need to be considering if they're going into a battle. But that's why, as I said before, Senku is working so hard to make this, as he said, a bloodless win. He does not want anyone to be hurt because he realizes that this is just stupid. So yeah, that's where we're at. The cell phone has been delivered. Taiju found it immediately, thankfully. They are communicating. It's a good moment for the two of them, for Senku and Taiju, because they are besties and have been besties for so long, and they haven't talked in over a year, which is crazy in this world. But I'm sure they're both glad to know that the other is okay. But yeah, now that that's out of the way, they need to hurry up and get on with the communicating what they need to communicate. Because if they've got someone in their camp who's basically Daredevil with his hearing, they can't afford to be making these conversations or these trips too often. Because otherwise, they're gonna catch on, or he's gonna hear something at some point that doesn't make sense. So anyway, steps are being made. We're moving a little bit closer. We'll have to see, now that they were able to make that delivery. They have Homura now as a captive, how long they're gonna be able to keep her. Because I think she was checking in with Tsukasa's camp, so I'm pretty sure they'll notice if she doesn't go back for a while, Tsukasa's going to know that something is up and that something has changed, and he's probably either going to send more people or feel like he needs to move up his attack plans too. So yeah, this is a shorter season, so I think we're going to see things kick off a lot faster than normal, but that's good. I'm ready to get into the nitty gritty, and I'm ready for some reunions. I want everybody to get to meet each other and see what goes down once we we finally have this meetup. So yeah, another good episode. I enjoyed it a lot. Hope you guys enjoyed watching along with me. If you did, please show some love, and I will see you in the next one.